So why is homesteading so enticing? Well, there are many reasons, but I believe a big one is that it's the healthier option. Hi, my name is Katie, and if you're a beginner homesteader just like me, then hit that subscribe button and we can do this journey together. There's really so many reasons why homesteading should not be and isn't enticing, but it still is. So the question is why? And I think a big portion of it is because so many people are just tired. They're tired of the rush from the 9-to-5 job, trying to see the things in the spare cracks of their time, trying to live a healthy lifestyle, whether it's eating good food, working out, spending time with family and friends, having that like emotional connection, I guess you could say, and also the spiritual portion of health. There's just so many aspects of health that are just kind of fit into life when most of your time is being spent working. And I think people are getting tired of that. It's exhausting. And because I have so much to say about the topic as to why homesteading is enticing, I have a series. This is just one of the episodes in this series. If you want to check out the other ones, I'll put them in the description below. And if you have any other ideas, then put it in the comments. I would love to hear it, and maybe I'll make an episode on that topic within this series. But I think when your life revolves around doing something for someone else, i.e. a job, even if it's in a industry that you like or you think you like, there's something to be said about it just being so mundane, because there's so many parts of that job that I'm sure are not fulfilling. And I'm not saying that homesteading is void of that. There's obviously so many different aspects of it that are just simply not fun. But I think it's different in the way where you're doing it for someone else versus you're doing it for yourself. And I remember when I had a traditional 9-to-5 job, we did this employee bonding thing. And one of the questions was, what gets you up in the morning? And unfortunately, the cup of coffee that's waiting for me was not on the list of choices that we could choose from. And I think that's so sad, because I think that's actually a real legitimate reason as to why so many people get up in the morning to go to work. And how sad is that is the sole motivation behind getting out of bed, is the fact that I have this liquid gold that is one of the only reasons why. Life shouldn't be like that. You should want to get out of bed because you're looking forward to what the day has for you. And I know every day can't be like that, but there definitely should be more days like that than not. So if you're making the choice to start a homestead, then you are essentially working for yourself. You're doing that for yourself. And that is something that I would like to think or hope that would bring you joy. Not to add, there's so many other aspects of health that come from homesteading. Like the big one, for example, is the produce. You know that there's no toxic sprays or toxic ingredients. Like if you're making bread or canning things that are in your food, you know what's going in them and you can feel safe about eating them and it being nutritious for your health. There's also another quality of it where you're learning new things. And I talk a lot about this in my first episode, where if you're new to homesteading like myself, there's definitely that learning curve. And that's just so beneficial for health, to learn new things and to want to learn new things too. Not just being force-fed something to just get the job done, but it's something that you are actively deciding that you want to do. And because it's something that you're deciding to do, there's just so many little moments of joy just kind of sprinkled throughout it. Whether it be finally finding a recipe to can that fruit that you didn't think would be possible outside of just canning that fruit, like it's an actual recipe, or even just finding a recipe for bread that works, that you love and is your go-to recipe, or when your tomatoes first start growing. There's just so many little things that are exciting and just really add to the enticingness of homesteading that, at least for me, I did not feel in a traditional 9-to-5 job. Not to add, you're outside, you're getting the fresh air, you're feeling the sun on your face. Those are all good things that so many standard 9 to 5 jobs do not offer, especially if you're sitting at a computer and that is what you do for work. It's a stagnant way of life, and that can't be good for you compared to the low impact exercise from gardening or being in the kitchen, kneading the dough or canning things, moving your body. Like, those are all really good things that contribute to your overall health. And I would say, to back this, if you've ever seen The Blue Zones, it's on Netflix, I believe, or at least it was. A lot of the different areas where people are living past 100, like, this is what they do. They're gardening, that low impact exercise. They're working with their hands in the kitchen. It's just such a great way to live. And there's a reason why people, were doing fine in areas without all of the technology and conveniences that we have. We live in a world where health it's something to be advertised, and it shouldn't be, if that makes any sense. It should be a natural way of life, and homesteading is definitely a great way to provide that. That is all I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, comment below if you have any other ideas to add to this series, and I will see you next time. Bye.